What's up, Grizz Nation? We're back at it on everything Grizzlies. In today's video, we're going to be doing my second prospect for the 22nd pick, which is going to be MarJon Beauchamp. So, he was one of the four G League Ignite players to play in the NBA All-Star Rising Star event. So, we're just going to watch him a little bit. He does have good control over dribble pull-ups. He did play JUCO ball. He is a little bit more experienced, and something about JUCO players, it does make a difference in my opinion, because the players know the grind. But the G League Ignite system was kind of odd because they didn't have like a real season, but I don't know. So I will tell you this: these are highlights, so you are going to see what he did best. You're not really going to see what he needs to work on. He's not the most consistent shooter. However, you can see here his shooting mechanics, or you can see in this video, his mechanics are there. I think it's just more consistent. Like, you can see, I'm like, it's there. He gets good lift on his shot, but more importantly, he is great in transitions, we can see here. Kind of crafty, but the reason I have the Grizzlies drafting him is because he is such a good defender, and he excels in transition, which the Grizzlies are known for. Now, this is a guy who the Grizzlies have worked out before, and before I break down any more prospects, I do want to go over that these videos are going to be based off the guys that the Grizzlies have worked out, so these aren't going to be guys who I think hypothetically could be on the roster. Now, we don't know who's going to be on the roster. They didn't work out Jaren Jackson or Brandon Clark, or Desmond Bane at that. So we really don't know who the Grizzlies will draft. They could, but I do feel like they are in a position this year to draft someone that they've done a lot of homework on. But you can see here he has a lot of offensive upside when it comes to his shot, but his bread and butter is going to be in transition because he is a long athlete. He stands at around 6'7", 7+ wingspan, and you can see here, he's a tremendous athlete as well, like I've said. He hustles, man, and I feel like that's something, like, he would fit the Grizzlies instantly, and this is someone who he could replace Kyle, and I feel like it would bring more to the team because he could develop into a catch-and-shoot player and an offensive player out, alongside Job, Desmond, and Jaren, whereas Kyle, he was more there for his leadership and defense, where it's like, MarJon, man, look, his offensive upside is so much more than Kyle. But yeah, we're just gonna watch some of the. How long is this video? Okay, these are highlights. So something about that G League Ignite system, it does prepare players, in my opinion, a little bit more than maybe college. That's just me, because you are going against G League players and grown men. Like Scoot Henderson from there. He was 17 this year. He's going to be such a good prospect next year. But this is outside of Wendell Moore. I would probably have to say this is my second favorite prospect going into this draft. Now, I've kind of decided I'm going to switch it up just a little bit more. I'm going to do, like I said before, I'm going to do players that the Grizzlies have worked out, not so much who I think the Grizzlies should draft, because as much as us Grizzlies fans want to, dream about certain players, there's a good chance that we won't get them. Last year we thought Moses Moody or Bouknight would have been our player at choice, and even the front office as well. And we ended up getting Zaire Williams, who was projected to go from 15 to 20 in last year's draft. So, in my opinion, it's going to be more about if they feel like they have someone who can come in and fit the culture, and it was a good personality and good head on shoulders, then that's the only thing that matters. Because I believe in this Grizzlies developing system to a point where they can develop anyone. Like Santi Aldama is not an NBA household name, but he's someone who, if you know the NBA, you know who Santi Aldama is. And this is a player who we don't know what Santi will become. He'll have a summer league alongside Zaire in our picks. And, he'll probably play in the G League some. He might have an extended role in the Grizzlies. We don't know. But I think at his age and what he can do, there's a good chance, and I believe like we could see MarJon kind of go through the same developing program that Santee, Zaire, heck, Desmond Bain, Brandon Clark, Ja. Well, Ja kind of was different, but you get what I mean. Like some of these role players that come in and make a statement and really gain minutes, and I think we can see this with MarJon. And uh, whoever we draft with our first pick is gonna be I feel like is gonna need the experience from the summer league. Excuse me. However, I do. With this being said, like you can see here, like I have the Grizzlies. My first two videos are having the Grizzlies select two instant contributors, whereas maybe some of the other videos are going to be potential players that they can really develop and see what happens. I do think they will draft someone who is an instant contributor or someone who hasn't found the role yet. So, good play. I mean, he's very long. Okay, that's a good. Yeah, that's good. I think that was the Scott. No, it was that Foster, Michael Foster. But see, I mean, he's good in transition. I feel like he would just fit the Grizzlies system so well for that reason only. And like I know I'm like very repetitive about this stuff, but like I'm just watching these videos right here. I like that. He knows how to. He knows the play. Waits for it. Very patient. Oh, come on, Foster. I wonder how he'll do in the NBA. But who's this? Jaden Hardy. I think Hardy's going to be an all right prospect as well. But I like MarJon Beauchamp. Hold on. Let me see what this. Let me like do it on his defense a little bit. I want you guys to see his defense. He's just a very long wing who can get in the passing lanes, and that's something that's going to help the Grizzlies. So that was just a bad play. See, I feel like his perimeter defense, I mean, his isolation defense is menacing at times, and I feel like that's something like if you're Memphis, I want to see how Fangbo, is it Zebo Zhang or Zebo Zing, whatever his name is, the prospect from Asia. I want to see how he does, man, because he definitely the left-handed dude. I love left-handed bigs, man. See, this is one thing right here. He was switched on a big, and he was able to deflect the ball. Got in the passing lanes right here. So I'm definitely high on this kid. So that's going to be it for the second prospect. I hope you guys will think about this. This is MarJon Beauchamp out of the G League Ignite system. Note this, he is 20 years old, so he's 20 years old, but he went through a JUCO system, so I definitely think he can bring a little bit more experience and maturity to the Grizzlies than a lot of these other rookies would, and they have worked him out. So it's going to be interesting to see how the Grizzlies actually go through with this. And like I said before, I think they'll take instant contributor than potential. They might even pick someone and then trade it. We don't know, but like I said, consider it. Because that's going to be it for today's video. So like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video, which will be possibly the 29th pick. Maybe, I don't know. So you guys have